Hmm. Hmm. Two playbacks. That's weird. Oh, we have a viewer. As soon as we get a couple of viewers in here, I'm going to start cracking, and hopefully we're going to have another content creator or two join us here. I don't want to call out names in case they do not. Appreciate you liking it already. And I'm actually itching to crack into it as soon as I can. Just need a couple more viewers. Actually doing this at the request of one of my viewers, Coach, asked me to do a box opening soon on one of the other streams. I believe it was on Jake and Joel. So I said, why not? This time slot seems to be pretty open. I don't like scheduling things at the same time as other content creators. Ugh, drives me nuts to have my glasses on. But I can't read the cards if I don't. Can you do me a favor and let me know if you can hear the music, and is the music at an appropriate level? Too loud, too low? Can you not hear it at all? It's a lot of firsts for me on the stream, so I'd appreciate if you could give me some feedback on the quality. There's a huge lag too between live and what I can see on the stream. Looks like maybe between 15 and 30 seconds, so forgive me if there's a little delay. Music's a little low. I think I can actually correct some of that. I'm going to crank it up just a touch. Appreciate you joining me, MTG Dude Guy. This might be a private box opening viewing just for you. I assume that perfect was for the music and not for the private box opening. What are you hoping that I crack out of here? I've opened, I think, 4 boxes now and only gotten 1 Jeweled Lotus. I've gotten several mana drains. I think I only did get 1 Hull Breacher. I think I only got 1 Jessica as a will too. I'd personally like to see some of those. Lotus. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. All right. Well, you know what? We got 2 here, so it's no longer a private opening there. MTG Dude Guy, thanks for joining me. Hopefully the audio is all corrected now and looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm going to slow roll the shit out of this, and I hope y'all don't mind. I am going to consume a beverage here while we're doing this, as long as it doesn't offend either of you. I know what the hell with this. How about I not cut myself with this thing? Yeah, you know, me too. I have talked this setup to no end live on streams. If you guys are following me, you'll know that this is probably my favorite overall set that came out of 2020. The reason being, and a lot of people, only open boxes for the value that's in the boxes. I believe that a lot of the value that comes out of these boxes is from being sealed and being able to draft Commander with your friends. I've already done that a couple of times, and I'm telling you, it doesn't disappoint. This set's going to age tremendously well, but it is the most product that I personally own sealed. So I had a random request on Jake and Joel's stream to do a box opening. It was Coach that actually asked me, so I kind of hope he shows up. Hello, Molas. So I'm doing this for Coach and of course all of you. Willing to talk anything Magic related. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Anything from the bannings to the new sets to values to what do you think about reserve list and Rosewater's comment, upcoming sets, history, anything you guys want to talk about while we're doing this. But speaking about doing this, let's go ahead and crack into it. So one of the things I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to slow roll the shit out of this and crack open a drink. So if y'all care to join me, sorry if any of you are offended, but I'm going to do it anyway. So my apologies. Yeah, glad you guys are all doing well on this Sunday. Here's to you. First time I'm trying that. It's okay. I can only have like these hard seltzers because I'm diabetic and I probably shouldn't even have these. But it's better for me than drinking what I'd really like to, which is an IPA. But these have fewer carbs and fewer calories, so better for you if you are diabetic. So if you guys catch me ever on Jake and Joel's live streams, I usually say Crackin the Cloak because that was the first thing that I found that had really low carbs. So if you're not familiar, they give you this little insert here. A lot of people just look at it like, oh, well, it tells you about the draft archetypes, but it actually gives you the draft format here on the front side, how you're supposed to draft, what the prismatic piper is for. So I would actually hold on to these if I was you guys, if you get them. I don't know if they're going to provide them in future draftable commander sets, but I would hold on to these inserts to give you some instructions on what their draft format is or their idea was for constructing these draft packs in a certain way that they did, which is, you know, unique so far in WotC's history for this product. It's a 20 card pack. You draft 2 at a time. You have the prismatic pipers that you always have at your access when you crack these. There are 24 boosters in there, so they meant it for like pods of 8, drafting 3 packs each, I believe. Could be talking about my butt, but I'm pretty sure that's the number. It doesn't even say how. You know, it doesn't even tell you how many boosters are in the box. It's kind of silly, but I believe that's the case. Let me see. Should be 3 stacks of 8, and indeed there are. So enough of that. I'm going to try to zoom in just a touch here. Hopefully that's not going to be too much. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to kind of flip over a little bit here. I might even have some people waiting in StreamYard. I have asked a couple of other content creators to join me just to have some people in here to bullshit with while we're cracking. But we'll see if they actually show up. It's okay if they don't. I'm going to continue to crack into this for you guys. Appreciate everybody showing up today. Hope your Sunday is going well. Hope your weekend was going well. What did you guys do this weekend? Well, I don't want to get too personal, but I mean, Magic-wise, did you get to play any tournaments? Did you do any spell table? What have you guys been doing? So I'm just going to do a check here real quick on this first pack so that I make sure you guys can see this clearly. First pack. Here we go. Wow. I forgot how good these cards actually feel. Oh, lots of great cards in here too. So many good cards. Okay, Laboratory Drudge, not exactly a big hit to start the box out. Oh boy. I'm going to go ahead and set all the uncommons and commons over there. We got our rares here. We'll set mythics here and any other hits. There's our prismatic piper. We'll go ahead and set our foils down here. And I will set all the tokens and garbage over here. Try to keep the table nice and clean. That's a lot of clicking to make sure I can get back in and see what you guys are talking about. I wonder why. No, there we go. A draft last Friday. What did you draft? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the Lotus. But which one do I have here? Is this Jake or Joel? Lotus, because that's confusing. It's a Joel Lotus, actually. I have one around somewhere, but God only knows where it went. It was after watching the stream, Strixhaven. Did you do the Japanese version or did you do the English version? And I appreciate that, Jake or Joel, whichever one of you has it. Joel with his Joel Lotus or Jake with his actual Lotus framed, maybe. Oh, nice. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not, I'm so confused about that product, to be quite honest with you. I'm not exactly sure where all the value is ultimately going to lie. People like alternate versions of cards. Oh, nice. Yeah, I could definitely use the luck there, Jake. I've only pulled one, and it was not foil. And I'm pretty cheap, as a lot of people know. I don't really like Crackin products. I like keeping them sealed. I think that's where the value is. But this is one product. Love this card, by the way. It's like a must when you're drafting. You gotta grab this Joker, especially if you're going 3 colors. But there is a lot of color fixing in this. It was such a pleasure to draft this with my friends. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Mollis. Keeper of the Accord. Good Lord, that's when the text gets really tiny. That's like a wall of text there. Galatian, Sarah, and a Scab Goliath. Nothing crazy. We should definitely hope for a little more here. So I'm kind of going backwards. I don't know if you noticed. I went with the right stack here. And I tell you, the ones that I would grab out of each pack moving forward here, this card grabbed way more board hate than I expected, but I guess it's pretty common sense. I did draft him, and one of the drafts I did with my pod, he he did not sit out there for very long. All I can say is that when you cast him, and he's already pretty expensive at 6, you kind of need to have the one open mana available. Yeah, I am enjoying my drink. Thank you. Love doing that live. Whether I'm visiting, guest hosting, watching, love doing it. It to be honest with you, is sad and nerdy and demented as it might sound. It kind of feels like I'm hanging with friends having a drink. I have not cracked any of my collector boxes. I don't know if I'm ever going to, but I do have 3 collector boxes I bought last Christmas for myself as a Christmas gift, and they started shooting up so fast right at the Christmas time frame that I ended up not opening them, and it kind of has caused me to sort of stop and hesitate on my sealed product. I didn't really invest in sealed product before. But now I have a hard time actually getting myself to crack product. Love watching other people do it. But all I can All I feel is every time I see somebody crack product, is so sad for their loss. Ingenuity engine. I don't think I've even seen this one. Cascade. Sacrifice an artifact. Return target artifact you control to its owner's hand. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Love this card, by the way. Great in a limited environment. Hey, there we go. Funny. I didn't crack this in any of the other 4 boxes. So I went out and bought this for like, I think $6 or $7. Figures now I open it live on stream. Hey, I'll take that. And actually, I don't know if you can see that. It's actually pretty flat out of the pack. I am very happy about that. Maybe they've been sitting, marinating long enough that if you leave them marinate for an extremely long time, they straighten out. You know, I've done some videos talking about set collecting. And how long have you been playing, Chris? If you don't mind me asking. I've been playing since like 1994. I'll probably crack another one of these too. I plan on being here for a while, guys. So if you need to go make a sandwich, have a safety meeting, whatever you need to do, that's fine. I'm just going to chill. I could care less about my views. I just care about hanging with people. So I don't care about the algorithms and all that. I appreciate all of you showing up. Don't get me wrong. Please don't take it that way. Oh, looks like we got somebody else in the house here. Maybe. Not really sure. Let me talk with him real quick. Sorry about the pause here. You know, I'm just gonna. It's my first time using. I'm using StreamYard. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna add him, and hopefully, he can hear us.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it like it is. I don't really know how to adjust this. There's all these different frames down here that I could do.
Yeah.
There we go. That'll work.
There
we go. I got it.
There you go. Yeah.
Thanks for joining me here. So it's just basically
yeah.
I decided to crack a box because one of the viewers that I'm sure you've seen him around before, Coach.
Yeah, Coach.
Had requested me to do an opening last time I was on a Jake and Joel stream. I think it was either there or on the roundtable. Yeah,
hey,
really,
Chris,
really happy.
How you doing, bud?
Short notice you could join us here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that y'all can't smell me. So.
No,
I just woke up, man. I you know.
Dude, it's 4:35 on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a night owl, so I should probably get like a night owl job because I'm up till like 5 or 6 a.m. every day, practically.
Because that's the most heat that I've opened so far, by the way. I'll tell you what, Cascade.
That's a pretty good one, yeah.
Cascade. For those of you that haven't done Commander Legends drafts yet, it kicked our butts. My co-host Matt, if you guys have watched any of the videos, he ended up doing the Cascade thing. I think this is one of the few cards he was actually missing. I couldn't even keep track of what all he was doing. It was crazy. He was blowing up the board and putting out creatures, and he literally went through almost his entire deck. Like he almost decked himself before he killed all of us, and he did kill all of us. So, Cascade is much stronger than I expected.
Yeah, Cascade is good, man. I haven't got to. I had it in a couple decks, but I have not. I'm not got to actually play it. You know, they never came up.
Yeah, I haven't
100 cards.
I haven't ever made a Cascade deck, so I'm really not all that familiar with the mechanic. I'd have to look into it. I kind of understand it, but I don't know. It's just not traditional, and I'm kind of an old fart. Take a little longer to come around.
You know what it reminds me of, Bob? You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
Like that dishwasher detergent that like was like powder, you know?
Oh,
Like
hey,
Cascade. Oh,
takes
nice.
grease away
Let me.
or wipes grease away, whatever their tagline was. Yeah, no, I am super
Oh wow.
happy. So any of you guys that are not picking these up, they're pretty cheap still. I think they're still very underpriced. Not specifically this one, but it can be if you play Orzhov. I mean, what the Battle Bonds versions of these are what, like $20 or so? I mean, functionally, it's kind of a dual land in terms of commander.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's no drawback. If you're already only down to one opponent in commander, well, okay, you're probably doing pretty well already. So um,
For
that's
sure.
pretty awesome. Happy to see that. That's kind of a hit. Like this card
Hey
too.
Chris, good to see you.
We'll see if it does anything more with the upcoming vampires, but I actually like the card.
Oh yeah, that one.
And he's a
I
partner.
think
So
I
I
have
mean,
that one.
if you pick up another good commander for partner and you need vampires, I mean, it's not terrible. And if you note, I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know how good my I don't know, focus is a little off, it looks like. I don't know why. It says whenever another creature dies, it's not non-token, it's not your creature. Whenever it dies, put 2/1/1 counters on this guy. That's not too shabby. So that's a little better
Hey
than
Molos.
I think some people give him credit for.
And Jake and Joel. Hey, good to see you, man. Hopefully we'll get you on the roundtable soon. We
Yeah,
missed you
that'd be
last
great.
week, Bob. Yeah.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I think there's one time that I woke up because I keep my late or early mornings or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, one time I literally had 15 minutes to set up a round table. I think this was before you started joining us. Like I woke up, had to set up the thumbnail and everything in 15 minutes. Oh my god, I was so like ah. All
Oh yeah,
right, what do you
I
got
was
there?
kind of struggling with this. This is my first StreamYard live stream. Yeah, I was not
Oh,
around for the
okay.
battle bot stuff, but set collecting, which I talked about before. Sorry, I kind of strayed away from that thought. I don't know if I got distracted. Oof, that's not exactly one you want to see though.
Hey, it's your show, bud.
That has changed a lot. Oh wow, 3 rares. That's not terrible. Let me tell you, that's the one I would definitely take from this pack, no doubt. Actually, I'll let DJ. DJ, can you explain your round table? But that's the one, guys, for this one. This card is a house in Commander Legends Draft.
Oh yeah, the round table originally lately it's been kind of free form because the news on MTG is pretty nil at the minute. I mean, we kind of know what's coming up, and that's about it. There hasn't been any drama or any major issues. I mean, that's good for MTG, but for talk shows, kind of. So lately, it's been open forum, but typically we talk about everything MTG. Really, I mean, we crack packs on there too sometimes, or a lot lately, I should say. But yeah, we cover everything MTG. So usually I have a few topics. We all cover it. We all have very diverse opinions, and that's what a roundtable is about. You're supposed to have different ideas from everyone at the table, and so far so good.
Oh, I got lots of opinions.
I agree with a lot of what Bob's. Oh yeah, you sure do, Bob. And I love it. I love it because you know it's not always peachy, but it's
Can you
cool
see
though,
this?
because
This
oh,
actually irritates me.
what's that?
Can you see that on the pack right down the dead middle of it?
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
streak lines on packs. I had
that's the
there
roller
was
lines.
a box I wrote that if I could talk, that a box that I cracked was just like that, man.
I mean, they don't have expensive cards on the front of them, but it's just like, good lord. The quality issues certainly are one of the biggest detractors of 2020. I think they are trying to make some strides for it, but I'll be honest. I'm hearing, I don't know about you guys, but I'm hearing lots of quality concerns from other channels. I haven't opened a tremendous amount of Midnight Hunt, but I'm hearing that there's a lot of quality control issues. One thing I did notice, oh shit, you know what? I'm going to get through this pack and then I'm going to show you guys something with the quality issues from Midnight Hunt. And understand, I've only opened one bundle and one pre-release kit and 2 loose packs for the prize support for those. Tell you what, this is another fantastic card, played out so much better than I expected it to in our games. So I picked up when I was drafting the packs. These were incredible. Like, they were real saving grace for me. I don't know that they would be necessarily in a constructed commander deck, but why not? I mean, it does do color fixing should you need it. It does not come in tapped and can add one. And if you spend this mana to cast your commander, it enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone. So if you're playing Roga, who's like a 0 casting cost, he's got like a mountain of keywords on him. So that's not terrible.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you get that the first time you put down your commander, if you use that. So on your second time, it's 2 counters. 3, that's 3, so on and so forth. So I really like
if you have a counters matters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There are counters matters decks all over the place. So I like that Opal Palace. I really do. Do you guys know if is this the first printing of Opal Palace? I haven't checked.
I've never seen it before, but then again, I only know cards from Ixalan on up, so.
Yeah, well, I've got so many spotty holes in my knowledge, and I'm getting old and forgetful. I want to like these.
I was going to say I have spotty holes, period. What was that?
I like both. I want to like these court cards, but so this is the first time, Jake, that's been printed was in Commander Legends. I like it. I like it a lot. I want to like these, but they didn't play well when I actually drafted them. This did, and I didn't get to draft it. It was a butt kicker. These abominations for elf balls.
Oh,
elf balls. Oh, Commander 2013. Okay, cool. I like that Opal Palace, but I never see it like listed on a deck list.
Who are we talking to anyways? Is it Jake or Joel?
This is Jake.
Oh, Jake. Okay, cool. Hey, Jake.
One of my favorite flavor cards out of here. I love with this guy and the rabbit. So you have the tortoise and the hare.
Okay.
Love it for flavor. It was really good and kind of oppressive when it was played against me. The guy ended up losing, but it was more annoying and effective than I thought it would be against me. So I'll give it that much. It was better than I thought it was going to be, and it's so, I guess you could say, unassuming. OP popper card that got banned. Oh, you're talking about that Opal Palace? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it wouldn't have commander in that format.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, what card are you talking about?
Card. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to make some cards, great again. That was actually a pretty good card. Like Wild Growth. I don't know why that's not more popular than it is. For Rampage. I also like the one from Urza Saga. What was that one? It's an enchantment that you can tap. It's 1 green and 1 other, and you can add 1 additional mana of any color. Aurora Phoenix. That's an annoying card to face. He had that in his Cascade deck, by the way, which was truly annoying. In a 5/3 that just keeps coming back was pretty brutal.
Oh, okay. It said Fall from Favor is the card that
Okay.
he's talking about. It got banned.
Gotcha. That blue one, I was looking at it. This one. Enchanted creature, when Fall from Favor enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature, you become the monarch. Oh, that's cool. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step unless that player is the monarch. And that was oppressive?
Yeah. Anything that says monarch in Paupers just wrecks face. It's just not good. There's not a lot of response to that to most builds, I guess. I haven't played Pauper, but I try to keep up on the news and stuff. But yeah, you can imagine if you're 1v1 and someone puts down the monarch and you ain't got nothing. It's oppressive AF. Oh, and Chris, I try not to swear, but everyone else does, so I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to. I don't want to censor these people. Love them too much.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see that, Jake. I don't really play Pauper, so wasn't really a big thing when I was last playing, at least Constructed. That's a good card. That does not seem like a very good card. That's a great card. Kamal's Will. This can be pretty brutal. I'm not going to read the wall of text there, but it does a lot of things.
It does the things.
It does things.
Oh, you're good,
it does
Chris.
lots of things.
Yeah. I've done that at tables before, and people are like, what? I'm like, hey, I played this card, and it does all the things, guys. They're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, I'm glad I could catch you, Molas. Do you mind if I ask where you're at? That it's 10:48 p.m. That's got to be like Europe somewhere, I assume. Oh, hey,
yeah.
It's not the foil etched, but there we go. Old Nevin Rawl, Larry Nevin. So got 2 of them out of 1 box, 1 foil. Wow, that's kind of cool looking though. The way, I don't know if you can see, like it's got some shinier areas. Too bad this thing's going to turn into a taco at some point. All right, you guys want to go left row or the middle? Oh, awesome. I would love to visit Germany. Cousins, military friends that lived over there. I have a cousin who's lived there for a good chunk of time. I don't know where at. I wanted to get stationed there at Ramstein.
I heard if you don't like to hold on to your wallet or anything on you, that you should definitely try the space cake. I heard it's a thing. Plus, I want to go see some Boots and Pants if I go there, man. You know, love Germany.
Well, so what are we doing here? Do we want to roll it off? Do you guys care? Somebody pick left stack or middle stack next.
I say middle's the one closest to your hand, right?
Middle. Yep, that's the middle stack. I started with the right stack. So
what?
Middle?
What do you guys think in chat? What do you guys think? Guten Abend. See, I can't even speak German. I only know like Guten Abend. Yeah.
Go left.
Evening?
All right.
I know Guten's good.
I'm going to go with Jake. No offense there, DJ. That way I can blame him.
I'm so butthurt. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, we've only had 1 mythic so far. That seems a little light on the mythics, doesn't it? So 1 mythic out of the right stack altogether. So nothing real.
I'm so butthurt.
Murder, great card in any format, anytime. That's just one of the best cards out there. Instant, just kill.
Oh, Murder.
Still love these diamonds. Another card that was in that damn Cascade deck that he just owned our faces. We all just kept passing on green and Cascade. And green and red we passed on mostly. Like everybody was passing on green and red. And he tore us up. A 5 casting cost, destroy artifact or enchantment. Yeah, that's one you're going to want to donate.
What's that?
Yes, good mythic opportunity. I don't know how these map out exactly, though, Jake. Yeah, you know what? Pretty much any foreign language, which I learned Japanese and I learned Spanish and forgot them both. I actually did go to college for German when I was 9 years old.
Oh,
well, there's a good hit.
Dude, stop it. That's
Yo.
amazing. Nice.
What, the opposition agent? Yeah, that's probably the best heat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Molos, it'd take me some work to get German down, I'm sure, man.
Oh, there we go.
Again,
There's
the words
heat.
I know. Oh, yeah. Piper, baby. Yeah, we made a game on my channel off of that. Or I did, actually. I made a game out of, we call it Commander Piper. It's pretty fun. I just need more rares and stuff to throw in there to...
No, I did not. I'm just going slow. Slow rolling the shit out of this, trying to take a page from the book of Jake. Him and his slow roll, but he makes it so much more interesting, than I do. I'm just like cracking it and not really commentating much on the cards or saying much neat about the cards or just even much in general. Just sort of hoping you guys
real quick. This is for Molos. Hold on, Molos. Do us, Mish. Do us, Mish, fly. I can't pronounce the last one, but there you go.
Yeah. You know what, Jake? I confused Joel on he was doing a live MTGO commander game, and I was like, where's your body of knowledge? He thought it was some other card, but that's the one I was talking about. This card is actually pretty beast. Yes, it dies to removal, but so do like a million other cards.
Everything, yeah.
But I think this one has some room to grow. I think it's going to find its place. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. And he had a deck that was blue and something. I don't remember what it was. He was like, oh, I can't play that card. And I'm like, yeah, it's blue. I can't. Maybe he was thinking like Body of Research or something. I don't remember what he was thinking. Maybe he was playing blue and black. I don't remember. Anyways, this card's pretty beastly. Anytime when it's dealt damage, and it doesn't have to be combat damage, you draw that many cards, right? And its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size. So, yeah. I mean, if you can just keep doing 1 damage and then drawing a card, you're going to keep beefing him up if you have a cyclical way to, like, ping him. Anyways, I think he's a great card. Togo. Or Togo. To go. Pretty good card, man. I swear I'm going to grab a card off that middle stack accidentally. Need to slow it down a little bit here. Pseudo unblockable with Reliquary Tower built into it. I'm not real sure what you mean. S2. Wow, I almost said SS turd. Merlaid. You laid a turd. I have no idea what that means.
There you go, Molos. Say I'm a try hard, but yeah, my German sucks, man. It is pure Scheiße.
Yeah, man. My family's heavily German. Many of them, they
Yeah,
joined like German bands and would go over to Germany every year.
it's funny. I do a lot of karaoke, and my buddy,
You mean
he
Oma?
can't really sing or
Your
hold a
Oma?
tune. My Oma. What?
He said his grandma. Chris Walker said his grandmother
Oh,
was from
okay.
Germany. It's Oma, right?
Oh,
For
okay.
grandma? He doesn't want to block body of knowledge. Oh, I got you. It's a disincentive to block him. This was another one that he had a couple of copies of that in his damn Cascade deck. I'll tell you what, I guess I'm pretty
nice.
butthurt about that game because we were all just passing on every one of these, and it just came back and bit every single one of us. Oh, I think I see a foil back there. There's the Jake card. No, I'm going to say that the Jake card. It can't be the Joel Lotus. I'm sorry. I'd love to pull one, but your card just can't be the Joel Lotus, Jake.
MGD dude guy. No, it's all good, man. Every time I heard German, I'm pretty sure it's most Germans get sick of it because all we ever quote is freaking Du hast. You're like anywhere in the world, you're like, oh, you're German, cool. Du hast.
I appreciate that, Molas. No, you don't have to apologize for putting anything in here, dude guy. I mean, unless you like insulted somebody with all that, and I don't know. I don't like people being a dick. I picked up a bunch of these. This actually played out very, very well. These pennon blades. It gets +1/+1 for each creature. If you go wide, this thing is brutal.
Yeah. When I first saw that, I thought maybe an elf deck. Yeah, I was thinking maybe elf deck with that. Especially when it goes wide, you're like, yeah.
I don't think Commander Legends goes real wide with the elves. I mean, without Lathril, but
yeah,
I was going wide with just like little white weenie flyers, and I had like 3 of these.
Oh, nice!
It was pretty brutal with Liesa. It was effective, very effective. That was the game that I ran away with. I did. Oh, hey, there we go. There's a second land. Telling you guys, pick these things up. Not financial advice. I love these things. They're essentially dual lands for Commander, non-fetchable.
Yeah,
not much more to say than that. Didn't play with either of these, so I don't know much about them. And we still are looking for something decent, better than Nevin Roll for the. I guess I'll pull him out as the foil hit so far. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to backtrack because I'm a sloppy opener here, and I am going to pull out the pseudo hits as well. I'll consider that one. And the Vault of Champions. There we go. How's it?
No, Molas, I'm just saying I got introduced to Rammstein back in Mortal Kombat. So when that movie first came out, fell in love ever since. I don't own any albums, but oh yeah.
Did you watch the latest?
A really good. Yes, actually, it wasn't bad. The new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I watched it a couple weeks ago, and
it's essentially a prequel to the actual Mortal Kombat match. So we've had squabbles, but I mean, what do you expect? It's made from a video game movie, but with that in mind, it's really not bad.
No, I actually enjoyed it. I'll say that much. That I enjoyed it far more than I thought I was going to.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. Love these diamonds in that format. I'm telling you, if you guys are drafting, the diamonds are great for ramping up. Yeah, this was another card that I had in that deck with the whatever the hell that equipment was. This was pretty beastie. They didn't have answers for him all that quick, and I had like 3 of them. The Slith Ascendants, Command Tower.
So Bob,
love it.
You familiar with Rammstein, Bob?
Not terribly. I know the song that you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they have a
Ooh,
great
ooh.
video, but you can't watch it on YouTube. It's like really cut because it's like it's the prawn, if you know what I mean. But it's a video,
Okay.
so it's freaking awesome.
I'm okay
I
with
think
porn
it
too.
was on
We're way too
X
uptight here in the
Hamster.
U.S.
Oh, I know,
We're
but I think
way
it was
too
on X
uptight here in the U.S.
Hamster or Red Red Tube or something. Anyways, you can actually look up Ramstein on one of those XXX sites and watch the video. It's amazing. It's a freaking anthem too.
Oh, there we
It's so
go.
awesome.
There we go. I gotta pull these two out just because this is my flavor
The
win
rabbit and the
for
hare.
this set. The rabbit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the hare, folks. We did it. We win.
Woot.
Video's over.
Are they're not partners though, right? Because that would be epic.
No, unfortunately, they are not.
Okay.
Neither one has partner, which is lame. So I got a story for you. Speaking about that with the whole, let's go off tangent here.
Story time.
When I was in Japan, living in Japan, they had the craziest stuff on TV. They were way ahead of the curve, like back in the early '90s, having reality TV. And I always loved watching the shows, even if I couldn't understand them. I'm not going to go down too far that rabbit hole, but let's just say they were so much better than any of ours. And one of the shows that they had, I didn't understand because I'm just watching Japanese TV, and my girlfriend was there, and this girl just guy's talking to her, and she just flashes her boobs. I'm like, what is this about? And my girlfriend starts explaining to me,
Yeah.
it's a game show because nudity is not that taboo in Japan and in other countries, but it is here in the United States. And so what they did is they went out, this crew, this Japanese TV crew, and I guess the game show is just like how much will it cost to flash your boobs in different countries. And so they started in Japan, and there's boobies on billboards. They have no real compunction. They have beer and vending machines. They're not as uptight as we are with a lot of morality. And it cost
Well,
them
sort
like
of.
$1,000 to get a Japanese girl to flash her boobs on camera. And
Nice.
then they went around different places. They went to like Germany, and it was like $500, and then they went to like Great Britain, and it was like $300. And what they were noticing is that in all these countries that it's not so taboo to be nude and show boobs and all that stuff, that it was much more expensive. It cost more to get the girls to flash their boobs in the countries that were looser with nudity. And they went to some girl in New York, and all they got out was the question. They said, would you flash your boobs on TV? And she goes, sure, just does it for free. And he's like, Sugoi! The United States is like the most
Nice.
uptight with showing public nudity, but he didn't have to pay a penny to get a girl to show her his boobs in the United States. I thought it was awesome.
Well,
I love their
I don't
game
want
shows.
to I kind of want to tell people what the video is, but I guess I'll just type it in chat and just edit it, I guess, so we keep it family
Talking
friendly.
about Ramstein.
Yeah, because you do have to go to a prawn site. See, I'm trying not to say the word too. I'm censoring myself. To watch
Why
the
will it get me
actual
censored?
video in its full. I don't know. PUSSY is the name of the song.
Oh, okay. Well,
But it is so awesome because it
so it
literally
was
is
Pussycat without the
a
cat, right?
yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
its anthem and its song is hilarious, and the video is freaking awesome. I mean, it's a freaking music video prawn. I mean, yeah,
Fiery
it, it is
Emancipation.
so
What's
epic.
that? Isn't
Oh,
that your
it was
enchantment?
introduced.
Isn't that the Jake enchantment where you triple up your damage in red? I gotta look it up. Excuse me. That was attractive.
Nice one.
Wow, that is rather pricey. So it was only in core
What's
set
that?
2021 and pre-release. So yeah, and that's $18. I do not have one. So
Oh,
Love
yeah.
this.
Isn't that
Gonna consider it a hit.
yeah, M21.
Yeah, gonna consider this a hit for this. And by the way, like I even need to tell you, if you ever play Commander, that's an auto draft. Hey, I'll take that. Rings of Brightheart. They're still a good card.
Yeah, Jake, it's in my Bronze Trek. I got a foil, not extendo, but a foil. It's pretty. I'll show it in a minute.
I think that the value, the financial value of that Rings of Bright Hearth went way down, but it's still a good card. He was pretty good too, though. All right. Need to see some more value, though, folks. So far, not rocking the value. That opposition agent is the most expensive thing that I pulled. Let me see what those rings are going for.
Still under 10, I think.
But it's like 5 at most. Oh, shit. I'm not logged in. I love Echo MTG. If you guys have not checked out Echo MTG, highly recommend doing it. Highly recommend creating an account and, not necessarily uploading yours, because that was sort of it's a pricey venture to do that, to upload like more than just a few cards, but it's a great site for, being directionally correct with value on cards, and
Oh, okay.
it really
Nice.
organizes sets very, very well. So highly recommend using that site if you have not, just as a tool for magic knowledge. All right, so rings, what are they showing up at? Holy crap, there's a lot of versions of cards here. I would love to see a scroll rack in this. I have not pulled a scroll rack yet either. Rings of Bright Hearth, $4.82. That's all right. Like I said, right around $5. About what I expected. Oh, snap. All right. Pressing on with this left column. Looks like, I'm going to look down here and see when that, yeah, it looks like the lower packs, yeah, I don't see, no, that's a lie. There's one on the second pack here. So I'm a liar.
Oh, and Jake and Joel, or Jake, thank you so much for listing those combos for Old Gnawbone and what was the other one? Oh, the Infinite with that, and then the Infinite with.
Gosh, I don't know.
God, I gotta pull it up. I'm sorry.
They have so much great content, and I'm not just trying to, kind of polish Jake's Onyaka here, but they. I honestly think, and no offense to you, DJ, or any other content creators, because I love so many of you guys out there.
Yeah.
They are the best channel out there, in my opinion. I think Rudy's like the biggest one that I watch at any rate.
He went for the full polish and shine.
Yeah, but they are. It's what I do. No offense, but I bounce oftentimes on the round table. Like if he's got I have to see my foil quest, which is just a Japanese foil spark. So if that conflicts, unfortunately, I haven't missed a single. That's the second one of those got the pen and blade. Ooh, hey, there we go. Lit fire. Might light it on fire. I have like 50 of those.
Oh, if you end up with an etched one, let me know, man.
I do. I have one.
It was
that foil etched I got out of my first box. Talk about a feel bad.
But do you have a spare one?
I do not have a spare one.
Do you have a spare one, though? Oh, okay.
I need it for the game. No. Don't apologize. I'm glad anybody showed up at all. I thought I'd be doing this solo. No, it was just going to be me and one other person here at the very, very, very beginning. So I'm glad other people decided to show up. It was MTG dude guy at the very beginning. I don't even know if he's still with us. He might have had to drop a deuce or go somewhere, or he just went to sleep. There we go. That's another one that if you're playing blue in Commander Legend, that's a auto draft.
Oh, okay.
The Preordain. Such a good card. I didn't find this one as useful. They were pretty hype at my table about it, but I didn't find it all that useful. It was just the one that died, and they discarded one card if they had any. All right. What else? Oh, now there's one that won a game. That one right there. That won a game all by itself. It grabbed like this huge elf ball.
Have a good one, Molos. If you're up, I guess it'd be morning for you. I'm doing late night Commander tonight at 7 p.m. So if you guys are bored, or just want to come hang out, please do.
No, I very much
I think
appreciate
Crypto's
you
gonna
stopping
tonight.
by. By all means, Molos, please keep in touch. And if you haven't been watching some of these other content creators like Jake and Joel and DJ Longhair and many others, please join the community. Jake and Joel or Magic have a wonderful Discord that a lot of the Magic community talks in. So check that out if you get a chance. But this card right here, man. Oof. So much power. It was unexpected. It just took over a game all by its lonesome. Bio Waste Blob. Because somebody else did like almost like a Voltron kind of thing with Commander's plate on it, and it was just nasty. Bio Waste Blob. Blah. Oh, hey, just talk shit about that card, so of course I get it in foil.
Yeah.
All right. We need some more heat here, guys. I don't know about you, but it's been kind of a lackluster box. Good Lord. That kind of felt dirty, like I was undressing the pack.
As it should.
Like didn't want to let its cover off. Just forcibly removing its cover. Felt dirty. Felt wrong. Universal Solvent. That one was baller as well, but it is super expensive. 1 to cast and then 7 to activate. Yeah, still good mythic opportunity. So far, just these two. That's it. So
yeah,
we haven't,
you should have at least
yet.
If the box is crap, you should have at least one more mythic.
I'll tell you what, this is another one that I kicked their ass with. They let like 4 of these go in a draft.
Oh,
I was surprised that there were 4 in a draft. I was like, okay. Flyers? You kidding? Somebody on, I don't remember where it was at. We were talking strategies. Where was it? Was that on the round table? And I said that flying and removal wins games, especially in limited.
Oh yeah.
Command Beacon, not as impressed with this card.
Command Bacon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like
I
if
don't
your
have
commander
one
gets
yet.
like super expensive, you can sack this and put your commander into your hand from the command zone. It's like, what? Boo. Now this card, though, I have always had a love affair with this card. I think it's a fantastic white instant to put 2 bodies out, instant speed, plus it counts as an instant. Love that card. Always have. Surprise card. All right, folks, we are down to it. We got 8 packs left. I'm actually going to grab one more drink because this one's almost dead. Actually, no. I'm going to crack a pack, and then I'm going to go get another drink. I'm going to grab a small one. So what do you guys think about this time slot for doing live openings, like mid-Sunday afternoon? Yeah, I did get a foil rare,
it's not bad.
Jake, unfortunately. It was the Larry Nevin, which I already have. I still have not yet hit a etched foil out of this box, but that is the foil rare there, I guess you could say. No foil mythics. Why?
Hey Jake,
why is the beacon
Jake, are you
$3 to $4?
You're in LA or is it Orange County? I forget.
Like I pay $3 to $4 for bacon.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, I love bacon. Dude, so what do you guys
Sounds
think
so
about
good.
my suggestion for? I'm gonna actually pause for a hot second and grab a couple of things. Got another Opal Palace there, which I'll take as many of those as I can get. Noxious Dragon was also pretty baller.
NoHo.
Do not know NoHo. I've been to LA, and I'm sorry, you can keep your traffic out there, Jake. I'd try to meet up with you. I have a
Oh, you
friend who
think
lives
LA
out
is
there.
bad?
I
Try
have a buddy
driving in
who
Little Saigon, dude.
who actually lives out there, and he plays like at the whiskey and other places. He plays steel drums and
Oh, dope.
shit.
Oh, awesome.
Gordrak, awful card.
Oh no. Okay, got it.
Hollywood
I
was a
mean,
bit
if
sketch,
you're
to be honest with you, when I drove through there. But that was like 20 years ago. It was really sketch. I was like, okay, I don't want to stop here. I don't know what part of Hollywood I was in, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, okay. I think I want to just keep moving along.
I was gonna say you're too calm to be West Hollywood. That's for sure. Where they have actual drag races.
You know, it's funny when you guys say Hollywood. There's a Hollywood in Florida. I used to work out that way.
Yeah, I never hung out there. I mean, I've been there several times, but saw West, saw Hollywood. North, is that like past Beverly Hills area, or I'm trying to remember. Yeah, WeHo.
WeHo,
Nice.
NoHo. Where's I'm a hoe?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wow. Okay, guys, I'll take that shit. I just like you
Misprint.
guys were talking. I'm like blah 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 blah, and oh shit, it snuck up on me. I still like this card. I don't know why it's not worth much. The Austere Command.
Oh, Burbank. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, did you see that shit? I'm gonna re-roll that. I actually needed this card, but you know what? I think I
Yeah, and
see a
it's off
roller
center
right
too.
now. Well, there's
double bonus.
I don't
Is
know
that
if
a
I'll be able to
used
show it.
card? I think that was in. Aren't they using that in Prosper right now? Or I probably have that confused.
I actually want it for my Turgid deck. Okay, very happy with that. So,
funny story, Jake.
What is that going for? That's got to be like a $20 hit.
Yeah. I don't think it's that high, but it's definitely 10 to 15. But yeah, Jake, wanted to say, funny story. I used to play Wizards of the Coast had the Star Wars license for a minute, so they had the Buckets of Dice game, which is awesome. You had space, you had ground, and characters. But anyways, in the official like system for the Wizards of the Coast, WPN, whatever tracking system they used back then, they called we went up to Burbank for a tournament, and they called it Burgank. I just found it funny. It's a Burgank.
Used to live out in Vegas for about 8 years. You guys ever make it out that way?
No, I've been there as a kid. I have not been there as an adult.
I think Jake, you're the one that likes getting together in Vegas, yeah? No shit, I'd like to get some folks. I'm all about meeting up and hanging. And now that I have enough money to do things in my life, that sounds like something I would do. I hate Vegas, hated living there, but I could see the appeal,
Bob,
like visiting for a short time.
Well, Bob, you already know I got a crash spot for you if you make it down here to San Diego County.
You know, I've only ever been to San Diego accidentally once. I was trying to go to Disney, and I got on some damn highway and ended up all the way down in San Diego trying to get to Disney. That was kind of a
detour. That's like a 3-hour or 4-hour difference. Yeah.
it was a bit of a detour, but hey, I got to see San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego's fun. where they filmed most of Top Gun.
It was real pretty. Oh, it's funny because what I used to do in Vegas was basically I played war games
Later, Chris.
at Nellis Air Force Base. Peace, Chris. Hey, no problem. Glad you stopped by. But it was like playing. It was like Top Gun on steroids. Playing war games with like 100 planes instead of just like 6. All right. Well, I have a tragedy here, so I need to remedy this. I can't remember what I was gonna show you guys. So, F it.
I'll keep them entertained while you're gone.
Please do. Whistle a tune.
I'll try anyway. Yeah. Yeah, good old Burgank. But yeah, I know one of these days I got to make it up there and do coffee or something. Or if you make it down this way, Jake, there's a comic store in town that's pretty cool. I mean, you guys would love them. James, the owner at a Comics Lounge. I think they do games on Friday and Saturday. I think maybe Sunday too. Well, anyways, if he's not too busy, James always likes to do a pickup game of some Commander, and their decks there are like between 6s. I've seen a couple like 8s and 9s, but good casual games. They're really, really awesome. So, what do you think, guys, is a good like $100 box? I know I want to chase all my dreams and get some more Midnight Hunt, but of the value, I mean, the set he's cracking right now is good. Jumpstart. Is there any other suggestions, guys?
Oh, yeah, pretty much anything 2020. All right.
Yeah, right.
So,
okay.
I wish I had smell-o-vision here. This is it's a cigar box. Picked up, I think I was at my buddy's bachelor party. We went to a cigar shop. And so I got these for like $1, a whole bunch of these. And I used them for storing lands in, like a lot of my old lands. Yeah. And oh man, it smells so awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you. I mean, it works fantastic for Magic cards. The size is perfect, right? But it has an extremely awesome side effect. So they fit pretty well in here. Not perfect, but they fit all right. And then you just keep them in here for some time. And you have scented Magic cards that when you play them, you're like, oh, that's an awesome smell. So there you go. Scented Magic cards on the cheap, guys. I should patent that shit, but wasn't too bad. A good storage box. But I'll tell you what, if you guys try it, just try it with something you don't care about, like basic lands, which is what I did. And I absolutely love every time I crack open. Let me see if I think I actually even
pause.
My box of my old school basic lands. Yeah, I think this is it. Yep. I wish you guys could smell them. I wish there was smell-o-vision here. But like, I tell you what, I want to get a whole bunch of these Ice Age. I love the Ice Age lands.
Wow, we got 3 roundtablers here, Bob.
Yeah, dude, lots of solidarity. Thanks everybody for showing up. And our local celebrity Jake here. I appreciate everybody showing up. So Jake, by the way, I'm cheating on you if you're still watching. Hey, Pablo, he's basically a celebrity at this point.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm cheating on you. I have switched out my White Claws for Truly. These strawberry lemonades, even if you're not a diabetic, these things are effing good. I don't know if I'm allowed to. No, I appreciate that, Pablo. I don't know if you can hear us, but can I'm not really set up well to type. So I'd appreciate, he said he can't hear us. If you don't mind typing out to him, I appreciate him showing up. There you go, Pablo. All right, so on with the cracking. We are down to the last 6 packs here, folks, and then I'll let you get on with your Sunday afternoons, or we can hang out and chat. I appreciate everybody's time. Can't say that strongly enough. Tell my daughter all the time, most valuable thing anybody has is their time. So you guys giving your time to me is humbling. This
Yeah,
is
he's
also pretty
cracking
good,
some
actually.
Commander Legends there, Puz.
Yeah. Pause was gracious enough to shout me out on one of his most recent videos. I'm always blessed that people think about me, and so did Jake. I just do this for fun, guys. You know, I felt like there was some things I could share with the community at large out there, so I started the channel. Not very big. I don't do all the fun and games like playing with the algorithms and all those other things because, like I said, if you guys want to see what I'm doing, hey, whoa, ding ding! I don't have an effing bell, you know.
Here you
Kampai,
go.
that's
Here you go.
Japanese for cheers,
Little bit
buddy.
of applause for you.
Right on. Rocking and rolling. So, got a couple of hits rolling now, huh? There we go. That's probably going to be it for the spice for the box. So, hang out at your own discretion. Hey, you know what? I like her too. And look, we got two. That's the first time I've gotten two foil etched in a box.
Nice.
So that's definitely going
It's
to
all
be it
because
for the
Paz
box.
showed up. Paz
Right?
is showing you
You
some luck
know?
love. Yeah, dude.
Actually digging that in the foil etched. Looks good, and it's a card I'll actually play at some point for sure.
Nice.
Love the foil etched, guys. I even though I own 4 sealed cases of Commander Legends, I've almost cracked a case of it now. And I've even purchased a bunch of the foil etched like on the market. I'll tell you what, now is the time. You know, I don't think that Commander Legends cards are going to get cheaper from here out. No guarantee that many of them are
Paz.
going to be reprinted. So if you're waiting for them to go down from here, I would doubt it. And I'll be honest with you, I don't agree with everybody poo-pooing on the Hull Breacher. There are enough Rule 0 play groups out there that are going to allow you to play Hull Breacher in just nasty decks that it's such a good card. I've always been, since the first time I remember banned cards, the first one that really sticks out in my mind was, the land from Urza Saga, Tolarian Academy. I was like, well, it's a really good card. So I remember collecting a whole bunch of them back in the day. That and the memory jar. Right. I think the only other banned card that I knew of at the time was Channel, and I'm sure there were more. But I tried to just collect them because I'm like, well, they're good enough to get banned. They're good cards. Elvish Dreadlord. Not in love with this one, but we'll see if it does anything with the zombies coming out, but I doubt it because he kind of blows up your own creatures. I don't know. Don't love it. Not loving that card. Well, there we go.
It's good though.
It's a foily boy.
It's really nice in a board wipe. Oh, dang.
Well, maybe. Yeah, a foily command tower. I'll take that. That's better than a swift kick in the Huananis. And then there were 4. But I mean, the Vampiric Tutor, I don't know how much that's going for at this point. Probably like $30 would be my guess. $40.
Sounds about right.
So it's not. Do you guys like? I don't know. They loved this one in the draft, and I can see in constructed decks that being fantastic. But
Well, read it off because it's kind of hard to see.
Okay. So it's a Viscera Seer, right? Now I understand in constructed that this is fantastic. You know, it's a 1 casting cost 1/1 creature where you sack a creature to scry 1, which is a sack outlet, which is great when you have recursion and tons of tokens. But honestly, limited is kind of tough to get both of those strategies going, either one of them.
Yeah.
So, he dies pretty easily to anything. They were all about it, and I was like, even when I drafted
it foil
it,
or regular? It was regular, right? The
What's
Vamp
that?
Tutor? Was it regular?
Yeah,
The Vamp
yeah,
Toot?
just a
Was
regular.
it okay, he says 48. Wow.
Okay, I mean that's not bad. Yeah, yeah. This is another one though. Like I look at the cards and I hate to say it, but I oftentimes get excited about things like, the Arcane Signet and Thought Vessel was also really solid.
I always get excited over new kill spells.
I like the playability of stuff. Oh, damn it. I was really hoping that'd be Sakashima. I do not have a Sakashima yet.
Oh man.
But it's unlikely I'm going to get one because I got the Vial Smasher, which I'm not going to complain about because it's actually needed for one of my decks. So very happy with this box so far. It's probably right at the value because I consider these probably close to $7 or $8 a piece. The Opposition Agent, what about $15 maybe? The Vial Smasher,
Yeah, it used to be up
said it
there
was like
though.
$12. The Apex Devastator about $5.
Hello, Corey
So,
G.
oh, hey, Corey's here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Hey, all right, there we go. We almost have a play set. I would sign cards and send them out to people, but I don't think anybody wants my damn signature on anything, and I don't even have one for MTG Gaming Bob. All right, down to the last three. Yeah, we're just cracking and chilling, talking shit.
You got to fix your video feed.
Oh no! Did it die?
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh, why did that happen? All right, because you guys can still see me on the.
Yeah.
So it just. Wow. Okay, that's the Epic Cam that died.
Oh, bummer, Jake. Yeah, a while back I pulled it foil, and then the Terror of the Peaks I pulled foil, just the regular version, not extendo, but still.
Oh.
Same
What
here,
land
Bob.
would you like that to be? Pause. Let me see if I can't fix my video. This is gonna be kind of lame if I can't. Oh, my CPU maxed out. My my PC leaves a little bit desired down here. This was sort of a secondhand, not really secondhand, but one of my old PCs that I sort of Frankenstein together.
Ah.
Oh, hey, you guys get to see my basement.
Nice.
Well, shit. That's sort of my setup there. Little peek behind the green screen.
So what I need to do is make a little whatever you call it, like little shelf that you have there. That's pretty good, man.
That came with the desk. You talking about this one right here?
Oh,
or are you
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
That'd be
over
nice.
here?
No, I
Yeah,
was
it
talking about
actually came
underneath
with
the
the desk.
monitor there. Nice.
See, if I pull this down, it's going to be like in front of my face. In the face. All right. You know what? I don't even know how I had it. I got it all jacked up now. I'm sure you guys are loving this. This is exciting content right there, boy. All right. Is that good enough, though? Are we good enough? We're fixed-ish?
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Right on. Well, we're almost done here with the opening. I mean, I'm willing to hang here and chit chat with anybody who wants to. I'll tell you what, I love this guy. This is one of my favorite black cards altogether. Yeah, I really need to get a. Is it either one? Is it?
So red or blue?
One. Red or blue, or an is it land? Like a red blue land. I'll tell you what. Now, I don't know if Jake, you're still here, buddy, but I would still love to take you up on a second round of our deal with the Japanese lands. So, love them damn things, dude. This guy is such a baller. For a 1/1/2, and you can return them to your hand. I mean, seriously, what more could you ask for? The busted card. that we talked about earlier. What do you guys think about that burning anger? And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Boom. Huh? It's pretty sexy. No? Nobody? I like it.
Paz would probably, and Jake know the combo. I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's not really a combo, but I was like, damn. It's enchanted creature has tap. This creature deals damage equal to its power to any target. And with the body of knowledge, if you've got 20 cards in your hand, that's 20 points of damage. Bam.
Oh, nice.
And then if you could just do something to untap him, tap him again, untap him, tap him again, like with that Staff of Domination. It's like, ooh. Good night, Irene. Hey, a not so great monetarily, but I love this card. That's pretty sexy.
Maybe because I'm a noob, but
especially in
try
Commander.
to put one in every deck. Yeah,
Dude,
every
in Commander, I love it. It's like, oh yeah, guys, you're gonna blow up my stuff? You gonna make me discard? Boom, blow up everything. Ghost of Ramirez de Pietro, which I'm sure I murdered that. Well, there's another Mythic, so that's probably going to do it for Mythics, and it's not really super expensive, but I really want to make this card work. I liked him. I did draft him. I played with him. I lost, but I like him. I like him quite a bit. You familiar with Kamal, by the way? DJ?
Yeah, you just need a partner Herald.
I mean, just him himself, though. I mean, he's expensive as F, but green, so what?
Yeah, no,
Beginning of your turn, creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until end of turn. Now, pair that up with Unnatural Selection.
Huh. Or was it that new card from Midnight Hunt? And just double it.
I'm saying unnatural selection, right? Isn't that what that is called?
That's what it is. Selection? Okay. I think so.
You think we're gonna get 7 mythics? That would be a lot of mythics, right? So we got 1. Oh no, he's not a mythic. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 mythics, not counting the File Smasher. There would be 4. So it's possible. You're still holding out hope for that Joel Lotus. Yeah, I like Kamal. I mean, I'd be drafting it. Again, I'm having fun with this opening, guys. So loving a lot.
Yeah, but you need a partner. You need a partner, Harold and Kumar. You know,
Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Don't
go to White Castle. Great movie.
Oh, I saw the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
about. But one of those guys is like legit. Oh yeah, File Smasher's legit. I mean, I really needed him for a deck. I want him in my Turgor deck, like I said. Oh wow, my focus points changed. So this actually worked much better than I thought it would. There's that Slith Ascendant. I love Slith Ascendant. I love Fleshbag Marauder. I don't necessarily agree with Joel's assessment, by the way, on taking that out of the deck. I think, a 3/1 body that each player sacks a creature, and you could sack him to himself if you need to. I like it. I like it a lot. But I didn't say that on the video when I watched it, by the way, for the upgrades. That's okay. A little pricey for a 2/2. Casket and a foil charcoal diamond. I like those diamonds. What about you? You guys like those diamonds? We're down to the last one, folks.
All right. Everyone bless this pack. I want to see a Jeweled Lotus. Or at least a Scroll Rack. So I don't see too many of those.
I would love a scroll rack. I'll say this: back in the day, like legit, that was what was that Tempest? Yeah, I think I traded it for the Cursed Scroll. Yes, I
Bless
have
the
no
pack.
rituals. I am so lame. I have nothing to bless with, no blessing rituals. So I could use a suggestion um, for a blessing ritual. Oh,
I'm sending some Yoda love. Come on, Yoda. Give him some
love
love,
the
baby.
Yodas.
Give him some
You're
Yoda.
tickling my nerd. Want to see a Jeweled Lotus? I can always send you a pic. All right. So I'm just going
Or a
to
Vader.
sacrifice
Whichever
a
one gets you
common.
better.
I got to sack a common. All right. So I think I'm the only one that has this particular sack methodology. So I'm going to need to move some things out of the way here because I don't want to. I don't like hurting magic cards except for what's that one out of Strixhaven with the cruddy art? What's the one with the cruddy
Or
art?
if you had that Flying
It's a
Manatee
Mystical
from
Archive.
MH2.
All right, I'm gonna sack a common. So let me get
Faithless Looting.
Faithless
Faithless
Looting.
Looting.
That's god, I hate that effing card. So should I sack a card that I like? Because I like that card. I like that card. I like that card.
Well, you know I'm biased. I'd love to
I
see
don't.
blue cards getting wrecked.
Well, the blue card, I guess, would have to be. Where is it? The one that got banned? That guy? Yeah, not really seeing much else common that I really like. So you guys want to see something sacked? Yeah, Faceless Looting. I don't have it down here. It would take too long to get it, but I hate that effing art. All right, so there's
Corey says
5.
Hull Breacher.
5. All right, so 5 is easily divisible by 20. So the sacrificial die. So this will be what? 1 through 4. Oh, Jesus, I can't do math, but we'll figure it out. 19. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, guys. We are going to sack.
Is it the regular or foil?
It's the regular.
Okay, good.
Trash no foil command tower. Don't be silly.
I was gonna
So this
say,
is
bro,
my
where are you
I
going?
hate you magic card. I do this to cards like these. I'm not even sure if that's
Bob's
been
gonna be
used.
butthurt
So
about the tower.
I am going to be butthurt about the tower. Like I hate these garbage cards that they put in things and the damn list cards that are just garbage. So I normally sack these. That's mainly what's in here. So if you guys got that, if you didn't get the arena code, I'm not sure if it's been claimed or not, but go for it. Try it. Probably was claimed. All right, so here we go. This is to bless this pack to get some spicy shit out of it. Yep, it's the tower. I love the tower. I don't want to sack it. This is a card. This is the first time I'm sacking a card that I do not want to sack. And I'll do it because that's what it is, because ritual is important. This is for, it is a hand crank, so I'll try to let you guys enjoy the, I can't really do it. It's a little difficult when I don't do it straight up and down. It is indeed shredding, so you guys can see it in there. Shredding that joker. It is on its way. It is almost done, and that is one shredded command tower. That is it. My poor command tower. Was a beautiful card once upon a time. Very useful too. That hurt. That hurt. So I hope that hurt translates into some shit that's good. I will do the Jake
You
and
can
Joel
do
ritual of
it.
juicing it. That's about the most I can do for you. And I'll slap the pack. There we go. That's all the rituals I know how to do. I know. Command
There
tower.
you go.
The near mint
Ain't nothing
shredded.
like a good pack slapping.
Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those packs. Look at that. I'm bending the cards. Jesus. So, all right, already heavily played, folks. This pack does not want to be opened.
Hopefully the struggle is real and it's worth it. Last pack magic, baby. Let's see it.
All right, so I don't even know how to do anything cool with, like, you know, the ordering that Jake does. I love that, Jake, by the way. How you just like order them and shit. All right, so we're gonna go through card by card, right? Makeshift munitions. I'm gonna comment on every single card in this last pack. Fantastic card. If you see it in a draft, you absolutely should draft it. If you don't know what it does, you sacrifice an artifact or a creature to make makeshift munitions, deal 1 damage to any target. That is a perfect way to end a game if you just need to get a point or two through. Great card. Trove Tracker. I'm going to say blue hot garbage, but it does have Encore, and if it dies, you draw a card. Let's hold these up a little higher so you guys can see them. Is that good?
Yeah, much better.
I think it's going to need more than a little tape. Haunted Cloak, I think, is excellent. The enchanted creature, or I'm sorry, enchanted. The equipped creature has vigilance, trample, and haste, and has an equip cost of only 1. I think this is a great equipment in Commander Legends. Again, I can't say enough good things about this set. Wild Celebrants, not something I have played. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. Seems a little situational. A 5 for 5/3 creatures, still not terrible, but it's a satyr, so tribal. Scrap Diver Serpent, 7 casting cost, not a card I would ever play. Scrap Diver Serpent can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an artifact. Hot garbage. Molder Beast, not bad. It's 5, 4 in a green. Trample, whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, Molder Beast gets +2/+0 till end of turn. Not bad. Murder, already said it. Fantastic card. One of the best ever. Anointer of Valor. I actually had that one also in that white weenie deck. It was just a beatdown flying deck. Whenever a creature attacks, you may pay 3. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. This is a good card. Good card in a draft environment. A Scrounging Bandar.
Cat monkey.
It kind of reminds me of a Grazer, but it's like the Grazer's dumber cousin. Scrounging Bandar enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may move any number of +1/+1 counters from Scrounging Bandar onto another creature. This is the one diamond I'm not as impressed with because green has so much other ramp and abilities to generate mana that it's probably my least favorite of all the diamonds, even if it looks pretty cool. Looks beautiful. Looks even actually looks better on camera than it does in person. It did, seriously. Like, that was pretty sweet. It looks brighter and clearer on camera than it does in person. That's weird. How's this charcoal diamond? I didn't even look. It's pretty sexy. Like, the first Commander Legends boxes that I opened were so dark with the foils. Yeah, I agree, but you know, they put enough of the diamonds in. I think it was a really great ad, honestly, for a mana rock. Yeah, okay. Another black elf. Okay. Whatever. Need to be inclusive. Spectral Searchlight. This is an interesting
Very
card.
fun.
This is a very political card. If you guys haven't played this before. It's another mana rock. And you get to choose which player gets that mana. Right? So I recommend playing it if you like politics in Commander. Well, I'm all over the screen, aren't I? This is a big old Cascader. Yay. Kanji's or Kanji's Lieutenant. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Has Encore at least, but 3 for a 1/1. Not loving that. A Golem Artisan is okay. It's not great. It's a little overcosted, but you can pump it, so It's worse than a sharp stick in the eye, or better than a sharp. Hey, there we go. 3 visits. That's the first one I've gotten out of this box.
Nice.
I think it's the first time it showed up.
Wow.
Good card. Didn't this first come out of that Portal 3 Kingdom? Is this the only other printing of 3 visits? Does anybody know? Off the top of their head without looking. No cheating.
It's been in the Commander decks.
Has it? Like since Commander? Like I thought this was the second printing of this. I could be wrong.
I can look it up real quick.
But still, it's still a good card. It's a really good card. I think I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff that we're seeing here today. Yeah. I think a lot of these cards, when this truly goes technically out of print, though, I think Moxman said it quite some time back. Technically, it never got us a third or fourth printing in its cycle. So I think it's technically kind of been, or realistically been, out of print for a while, even though it's not technically out of print. I think a lot of these cards are going to drift up if they don't get reprinted soon. So, and this is one of those cards I think that very well could drift up higher. So, if you don't have them,
the other card, Nature's Lore, which is basically the same text, that was actually reprinted in this last Commander set. But 3 visits, I'm not sure. I'm looking it up. I think you're right, though.
Court of Cunning. Okay, another way to get Monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, any number of target players each mill 2 cards. If you are the Monarch, each of those player mills 10 cards instead. So I don't think we are going to hit the Jeweled Lotus. I think that was the Jeweled Lotus spot. Sorry, guys. I mean, unless there's a foil, but I don't think so. No. Nope.
Wow, the Portal 3 Kingdoms version is $63.32 for mint.
Yeah, so when you have a disparity like that, like it doesn't make sense that one's $63 and this one is what, $1? All right,
no.
So slow rolling, our very last card. Did we get anything of heat? It is a foily, and it's uncommon, and it is Nadir, Agent of Dusknell. So that is it, folks. That was our box. So let's go back through the bigger hits. I don't know why I put that there. That doesn't belong there.
Yeah, it's 3 1/4 for the uncommon there for the 3 visits.
Oh, that's not bad. So it's actually kind of held its value. The Opposition Agent. Our flavor win for the box. Actually got both the tortoise and the hare in the same box. So that's kind of a win in my book. I'm absolutely planning on doing a oh, hey. No problem there, boss. Appreciate it. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate that anybody's sharing their Sunday afternoon with me. One of my favorite hits of the box, for sure, is the Vial Smasher. Only got 2 of the lands.
Hey, Coach.
I don't know if that's... Coach, this was actually for you. You missed the box opening, buddy. Oh, goodness. I like that card. I like that card. But that is probably the clear winner for monetary value in the entire box. I am sorry, Jake, that I could not make the Jeweled Lotus happen, but that's why it's so valuable. It's pretty damn rare. I've only opened 1 out of 5 boxes I think I've opened now, so it's legit rare. Did not get a mana drain in this box, but that's the first Vampiric Tutor I've pulled, so that's actually going into my cube. I was missing that out of my cube. I would honestly think that we're pretty close to value out of this box at the end of the day.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like right at $100. Obviously,
hey, Coach, how you doing, bud?
The sealed boxes I was really debating, Coach, on which box I was going to open. You know, I have a few unopened boxes, and I have I just ordered on the what is that new marketplace thing for Channel Fireball to get a crack at the an entry for the Black Lotuses. I don't know, you guys aware of that? They just opened the Channel Fireball marketplace, and for every $10 you get an entry into the drawing for an unlimited Black Lotus.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I bought a box. The box that I bought was Core 2021. I've said it before. I think it's possibly the best core set I have seen since probably Revised. I mean, if you guys know of a better core set since Revised than 2021, I mean, we can talk about like some of the cards that are in there. You know, with the Ugin, Teferi. I'm telling you, it is. You thought what was bogus? No, it's legit. Pause. That what do they call it? Madness. They have quite a few giveaways, including some Flesh and Blood, which I'm somewhat interested in. I have a little position in Flesh and Blood. I have like maybe about 10 or 12 boxes. About 6 of those I think are unlimited. The others are first editions. But Core Set 2021, there are so many cards. I'm not even going to go through all of them here. But, I mean, if you go back and think about 2021, including what? Fiery Emancipation for you, Jake. It's it is a pretty bold statement. But so many.
Ugin.
Oh, yeah.
Heroic, whatever it was, the
Fabled Passage. You got that annoying Indestructible Goblin. Veto. Even just like uncommons in there are fantastic, like Teferi's Tutelage. It just a wow, what a stellar core set. When you compare it to so many other core sets, it's not like 1 or 2 hits. There are a lot of really good hits in that set. So I think as time moves on, Core 2021 is going to be one of the better core sets to own. It's just easily reachable. So that's why I bought it. I was debating between that one and I think they had a box of Ixalan out there for like 140, 50, somewhere around there. And they had a foil etched Misty Rainforest for $35 plus shipping. So it ended up being like $40 for the Misty Rainforest foil etched. So I bought that. I don't think 2021 had a demonic tutor. It had the Grim Tutor, but not
Grim
the
Tutor,
demonic.
yeah.
Oh, it also had heroic intervention.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
dude. I mean, Core 2021. When you really start to think about it, was a sick core set. I mean, most of the time you don't like core sets because core sets they'll have like 1 to 2 good cards in them. Core 2021 was just beastly. When it's a very playable set. I would keep it sealed. Pause. This will only be my second Core 2021, but for Coach, I was debating on opening the 2021 when it gets here, but it seemed like this time slot was open on a Sunday, so I decided I'd go live and open Commander Legends. I'm glad you stopped by, but it's because you. I'm assuming that was you, Coach, that asked me, if I remember right, to open a box. So yeah, I would definitely keep that one sealed. You guys, I say it all the time, especially on your roundtable, DJ, about how hesitant I am to open sealed products.
Oh yeah. Me,
I even
poor
keep
impulse control.
I even keep my sealed cases of Commander sets. Like, why? Everybody knows what's in them. I appreciate that, Coach. I'm glad I could share this with everybody. So if y'all need to bounce, that is it for the opening. I'll stick around for a few more, maybe about another 10 minutes chit-chatting. I think Moxman has his stream coming up here in a few. But I didn't want to bump into anybody else's time slot. So
if you guys are up late tonight, feel free to cruise by my channel. We are doing Commander at 7. I know it's super late for you East Coasters, but yeah, it's gonna be mad fun. It's my last. I'm gonna be piling Windgrace for the last time for a minute because I'm tearing it apart for Angry Omnath. But it's gonna be super fun, guys.
I'm not huge on any of the art cards. I'm with most of the others that said that they're going to wait until they actually have real signatures from the artist, which I think they can do. That's been voiced by many of the others. I really wanted to love D&D. I've kind of made my position known on it that I really wanted it to be so much better than it is. There's always winners and losers out of any set. But I really wanted them not to screw up the D&D, and I think they did. I think that the Power Down, especially right on the heels of one of the most powerful sets that I've seen since, Urza Saga with Modern Horizons 2, and then the very next set is D&D. Wow, that is a very dynamic shift in power of
Big
sets.
Time.
So, especially when you're starting to talk about like financial value. Modern Horizons 2, I think, is clearly going to be one of the biggest EV sets in the last 2 years. It's just phenomenal value, and that's going up against things like Double Masters, which has some real powerhouse cards in it itself. But it felt like they pulled a rug out from underneath my feet with the D&D set, because I'm a D&D-er back from like 1982. I think was the first time I played. And when it was not cool to be a geek, not cool to play D&D. And this felt like a sort of vindication to get it somewhat in the mainstream. And oh wow, where are you seeing MH2 bundles at 55? Shit, I might go buy some if there's some out there for 55 a piece. And let me tell you, I like the bundles. I've gotten some heat. That's where I opened my borderless Ragavan, was out of a bundle. It was the very last card. I think I actually have that video up on my channel.
Yeah,
and
bundles,
I opened it because
bundles for me are mostly missed.
Really? I'll tell you what's not a miss. Did you watch my pre-release kits? Oof.
I gotta go back and do that, man.
As a matter of fact, I opened a pre-release kit on the roundtable last weekend. Remember?
Oh, dude, that was fire, bro. That was fire.
Very first pack, ran in 7. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So pre-release kits,
I'm trying for that card.
Yeah, I mean, top 3 are TSR, MH2, and Commander Legends. I mean, I love all of those. I think MH2 is just wow. That's got like neon lights around it. Commander Legends, for the price point and the value and the fun, if I was to draft any of those 3 in like a draft environment, bar none, it would be Commander Legends. No doubt. If you have not drafted Commander Legends, so much fun. It's the only Magic that I've actually played in person since the Rona, and it did not disappoint. It is everything I expected it to be and more. It was so much fun. MH2
I really
hope value.
Yeah, as far as D&D goes, I hope they really give it justice with Baldur's Gate.
Hey, Core, thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, we've already wrapped up the box opening here. I have all the real hits of any significance out here on the table. That is my box. I think I probably broke even about.
What's up, Core?
Uh-oh.
Hopefully you're still on for tonight.
Stalled again. Yeah, my video stalled again. Son of a bitch. Nothing important to make me go through, figure it out again. So I'm pretty happy with what I got there. You know, I got the Opposition Agent, the foil etched Vial Smasher, a Vamp Tutor, a couple of the lands. Not bad. The Apex Devastator. I think I got my values worth out of it. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we were talking about Core 2021. It was either going to be this or the Core 2021. I think we got more value on the stream out of watching this. No, I'll tell you, DJ. I really believe the sentiment that there is some additional juicing to those pre-release kits. Just,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I always thought
you
so.
could get a crap.
Although lately, even with MH2, all my pre-release kits have been horrible. I'm like, what the heck, guy? I might have to go to a different store.
I think the thing is you got to buy them. You can't just buy like one or two. Like if you're going to buy them, try to find a deal online that has like 5 of them for $100, right? So like $20 a piece.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And that's 30 packs.
I'm just talking about for
cards, plus dice.
The actual pre-release event.
Yeah. I mean, if you're only doing like
MH2 was jank for me. I'm like, what the heck? I went MH2. I went to 2 of them, and both pre-release kits were just like, fuck you. I was just like, man. And then the last one for AFR, well, no, AFR was actually decent. Like, I didn't get any hits out of that. Ow. But I did win, I think, second or something like that. Or no. I was up there. Anyways, nice. My 2 prize packs had old Gnawbone. I was just like, bruh.
Old Gnawbone is probably my favorite card out of D&D, period. I mean, there are a lot of great cards out of D&D. So to answer your question, I think for the money, if you're going to drop $90 on a set box, I'd rather drop 10 or 11 more bucks and get a Commander Legends draft box, to be quite frank. Now, what I would do, and I know it's terrible to say this, as I think that eventually people are going to recognize that with the Commander Legends. I think that these boxes are going to age fairly well. Not financial advice. If you just love the flavor of D&D, I hate set boxes, first of all, because there's just too much jank in the list slot. And that's the only thing special about it. I don't think the art cards in their current iteration are ever going to be that valuable. If they ever get the artist to actually sign them in person, then they'll probably have a little more appeal to a collector, but you don't play with them, so they don't really have a game value. If they're not really all that valuable as a collector item, which I don't think they will be until they get signed, like legitimately signed. But just look at it this way. People actually pay less for cards that have been signed by the artist. It's considered to be damaged, right? So the Magic community has already voiced its opinion on what their value is for author signed cards. There are very few people that will pay more for an artist signed card than for the actual card itself. Yeah, Ugin was just, and I'm so glad it's out of rotation. I effing hate that card, but it is a powerhouse in value. And not only that, out of the core 2021 draft boxes, I don't know if you guys have seen the Moxman video where I think he got like a borderless Ugin and a borderless Grim Tutor out of the same draft box. I was like, holy smokes.
Nice.
His was such a god box. If you haven't seen that opening, wow, that was a pleasure to watch. I haven't pulled an Ugin. We only opened the Commander Legends box
2
today.
I also bought pretty heavy into that set, but way back when.
There might be a sub-market for that, Coach, and someday maybe there will be some value attached to it, but I don't think the current market environment. And I'm going to say this here first. I don't agree with Rudy. I don't think we're in for a current revival. I think that DJ has also stated some concerns about where the MTG economy is going in the near future. Now, I don't think it means that MTG is going to be in for a full-on recession and a mass panic dump sell-off.
I
But
will say, I will say this. I said it before. I know no one really cares about the broke peeps, but this is exactly what's happening in the market. Again, I'm no financial advisor, but just like myself, those that were able to play with the big boys with the stimmy and the hookup on the unemployment. So right now we can't. So a lot of people are clearing out their collection just to pay bills and pay rent and all that fun stuff. So this is what we're seeing. I told you the end of September and beginning of October, we're going to see a huge dip in MTG, and we are. We're
I
actually
think
seeing
I
some
think it's even
reserve
more
list
than that.
cards hit the market too. Oh yeah, no.
I
People said, "Oh,
think that the
buy
great
now." I'm like, dude, wait till like right now,
I think that the great
because
power
everyone's
down is
check is
still
out.
going to, they've been powering down. What, just, you think they just powered down 2 sets? My guess is that Crimson Vow is also going to be powered down. Probably also Kamigawa is going to be powered
Oh
down.
yeah,
Maybe Streets of New Capenna is going to be powered down a little bit. These things are going to be powered down until they see, the economic screws get tightened. And just pure and simple, people buy less product that is less powerful. That's why you can still buy. Look, what's the cheap? Here you go. Quiz for you. What's the cheapest pre 1996 sealed packs out there on the market? Anybody?
Fallen Empire,
Fallen Empire. Why?
power down.
Because it was a shitty set. I mean, it's just a bad set, right? Even now, there's no like real high value cards that people like. Name any one real high value card out of there. What the highest is? What, Rainbow Veil? Ugh. No, the core sets, like back then, the only core I would say 4th edition is worth more than look for a 4th edition. I'll bet you it's more expensive than a Fallen Empire pack. Which is around that same time frame. So no, Fallen Empires, and because it's a crappy set, it's a powered down set. Homelands would be the second cheapest, because it was also a powered down set.
Oh yeah,
Players don't like to buy them, so they're not that valuable, right? Eventually, the whole market's going to catch up to this whole idea. A lot of the power up in prices over the last couple of years was because we had something I haven't seen in Magic's history, not in my experience, anyways, and that's in the last 2 to 3 years. Because there was a tension in the market, probably due to like the Pokemon and other things, and just a confluence of a number of events, you had investors getting into Magic the Gathering. And what do I mean by that? I mean people that are buying Magic that have no intention of playing. They're not collectors either. They're not collecting the cards, so they have them in their collection like I do. That like to have them and look at them. They were buying into Magic because they wanted to make money. Period. Even if it's long-term investment, they were investors. Now, what I know as an investor, and I invest in other things besides Magic, Magic's a very, very small part of my portfolio. But when you invest in something, when it cools off, when it has a lower rate of return, there are other more appealing alternatives for investing your money where you can turn money around faster. They're going to switch their money to that. So not only will you have the broke Pete's bailing out soon, but when you stop seeing greater rates of return because it's a game, you're going to see investors not investing so much, and then probably eventually trying to sell their assets off when things settle a little more. They don't like to sell in a dip either. But I think you're going to see a cooling off of the market for quite some time, because that huge spike that we saw in prices through 2020 obviously could not continue. It didn't make sense. It won't make sense. And you're going to see investors pulling out so where they don't have quite the losses that they would. I don't think that we're going to see this major resurgence. I don't care if it's reserve list or not. Eventually, what you'll be left with are the players and the collectors of Magic, right? And that's where it should be. I would like to see, no offense if you guys are the Timmies or the investors out there, it's a game. I love the game. I've said it from the very beginning. I want to see it continue to grow as a game. I hate the reserve list because I want the players to be able to play the damn game. And if you're not going to get rid of the entire reserve list, fine, at least the dual lands. Let those be reprinted so people can play those because they're so necessary in so many decks. So I don't want to get on a soapbox and rail too much here, but eventually you're going to have just the players being in control of this. That's what made the cards valuable in the first place, is that people wanted to play with cards, so they were willing to pay money for them. And the investors came along and saw that people would pay money for Magic cards. And then because they took them out of the hands of the players, because they had the money to invest and throw at them, you've got this little subset, just a confluence of lots of different pieces of the market. Eventually they'll get out when they don't see their returns spiking anymore, when they flatline or even start to dip. It's less attractive for the investors. So I think you're going to see some of that. So I don't necessarily agree with Rudy that we're going to see continued spikes. Yeah, I was lucky enough that my fiance actually got me a tropical island for Christmas. I hate to advise on when to sell, and I'll say this about Magic cards. I don't advise selling anything. I have regretted selling Magic cards in the past. The only time I recommend selling is if you need the money, like I did to take my daughter to Disney World, excuse me. No, Disneyland. What's Florida? World or land? Anyways, took her to Disney. And in order to be able to afford that right after a nasty divorce, I had to sell off 4 Gaia's Cradles at like $26 a piece. This is back in like 2010. And many cards like that, like Mox Diamonds, Survival of the Fittest, all those things. I had all of them. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it. Got the memories of taking my daughter to Disney.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Well worth it.
I don't recommend selling cards because you can't see it now. In the future, you're going to look back and go, damn, I had those. I wish I'd have kept them. So if you need the money, always, it's a game. They're cards. And I don't care what it is. You have to sell your blood, a kidney, your car. You got to do what you got to do. And by the same token, I wanted to do a video. Don't spend money on Magic you don't have in the first place. Amen, brother. Spend responsibly. It's a game. It's a love. It's a passion. Obviously, look at the community out here. People that love to play, love to look at the cards. Spend responsibly. Don't sell if you don't have to. Those are my 2 greatest pieces of advice I can give anybody in the Magic world. Honestly, I would just save my pennies, not go out to McDonald's, not buy some drinks, not even buy new sealed product, and save up all that money until you can get the tropical island. That's the way that I would do it.
That's a good call. I know I need to buy you, and what's the red, green, and the I need my Jun Island.
Pause. Keep your kidding me. I was just kidding, buddy. If you really need money that bad, hit me up on Discord or Facebook if you really need it.
Kidney for
if you guys are really in need, hit me up. But keep your kidney, buddy. Wow, I'm not even sure.
That's too funny.
I don't know what a house DP means. That only goes to the prawn side of things on my mind, so I don't know what that means.
I mean, clearly he means Dr. Pepper, right?
Sure, there you go. That's what it means.
Yeah. I was trying to go PC, but I was right there with you. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's funny you say that about a house because one of my local game stores, the owner said that he sold off his entire Magic collection to buy his first house in cash. So, again, put it in perspective. These are pieces of cardboard, that can end up, in the shredder, and enjoy the community for what it's worth. Enjoy the camaraderie for what it's worth. When you're looking for financial advice, I don't give a shit if you're Rudy. Nobody can see into a crystal ball here, which is what everybody wants. Any not financial advice that I give, I try to put as much thought into it as I can, which is what I put on the round table. So if you're not watching or your friends aren't, I recommend it because I give a lot of my thoughts on Magic on the round table.
Oh, I freaking love it, man.
So I try to put a great deal of thought into all of it. If he lives in a van down by the river, don't do it. Pause. Don't do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, nobody has a crystal ball out there. Nobody can predict what Magic cards are going to do. I try to give my thoughts behind my opinions to you guys, and then you can judge that for what it's worth, and then either take action or don't with Magic cards.
Core's offering his kidney for a Lotus.
Yeah, it's about what you're going to have to pay at this point. But I'll be honest, I've got I don't know 8 Black Lotuses, black bordered.
Nice.
Yeah, they're all proxies.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'm fine with proxies, guys. Like I said, they're all cardboard, and you just have to take a what is that called? The jeweler's loop to be able to tell the difference. And in my play group, they wouldn't give a shit that they're proxies. It's a game. So
Huh.
if you're looking for any kind of financial advice, I say it over and over and over again. Put a wrapper on it. Keep it sealed, buddy. Don't open.
Mhm.
That's your best way to earn solid, moving into the future.
Don't raw dog like Core.
I can't remember
I
who
think it
it
was our
is
first
that I play
Commander
with.
game. Our first Commander game. He's like, you know what? I don't want to sleep. So he was playing like all these expensive cards, like raw. I was like, oh, raw
Was that
dogging.
you, Corey, that also did that? Barebacked it in a game and was shuffling cards just to make my
Yes,
teeth
that
hurt.
was that was on my channel. Yeah, that was the first one.
No,
Cord jumped in.
I do spell table off the Jake and Joel, and I can't remember. I want to say it was it you, Core? It was somebody that's done it twice now with these. I don't even have my other top down video, but these precons. Yeah, it's Corey. That's what I thought. Oh, and he shuffles it even when he doesn't have to, just to trip my OCD or whatever you want to call it, my Magic OCD. Just killing my
Oh, it's
soul.
Corey G.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's done it to me twice now. Yeah, I'm totally game on spell table. Unfortunately, we can't do it tonight because I think we're gonna have to bounce here soon. What time is Moxman's? I think is it 6:30? I think is when Moxman does his thing. So we're gonna have to wrap this up here in just a minute. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, Corey, dude, drop, just $10. Get a bunch of these, dude. Oh.
Oh, he's not up yet.
When is that, Corey? You guys playing tonight? I closed my Discord down, but I'm going to be. I try to be as religious as I can and join the streams for like pause when he's on. DJ, I try to, but you do stuff so late and.
Oh yeah. Well,
Moxman.
Like right now, it's okay to film like before right now, but in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna have lighting issues galore, so I can't really do early streams. Like right now, it's 3:25 here, so usually I can set up shop around 5 or 6, but I got stuff going on here too, so it's not easy for me to get it on the stream at a reasonable time for you East Coasters.
Dude, I so appreciate you jumping on today. That's huge that I have somebody else to like talk back and forth with. It's kind of lonely when you.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, you do it for me all the time, so you do it for me all the time, and I appreciate it, man.
Very much appreciate the solidarity. All right, so are we back live on stuff? So I recommend getting these things. I don't know if you can see it there.
Oh yeah, they're a little bit of money. I did see them on sale a couple times, but yeah, those lighting's way better. I just got a couple ring lights and my horrible that you see all the time fan up above. But yeah, I do plan on getting those eventually.
The green screen behind me that you can't really see well. I got, you know what? F this thing. Like behind me, I got the green screen.
Oh, nice.
And so that's the whole setup. It was not that expensive, bro. I mean, the green screen with the
lighting
was like $125.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so I'm saying, dude, it was
And sometimes you can
was
find
really
those with the soft lighting that you had up there. Sometimes you can find them for under 60, but I haven't seen any decent sales on those. Plus, you know, my monetary sitch. So
well. That's
it's
what I'm
like, do I
saying.
buy magic
I got
or
the whole
improve my
rig.
setup?
I got the
Yeah.
whole rig for like $125. So
Really? Huh.
yeah,
Was
with
it
the
Wish
green screen,
or
the four lights. I think I even
oh
have another
wow.
light that I didn't even put up. So and it's got like other like filters and different umbrellas and shit. So recommend it.
Nice. Yeah, well if you find the
Yeah, it
link
takes a
for it, let
bit
me
of
know,
space.
man.
It was just on Amazon, dude. There's a ton of them out there.
Mm.
And I'll tell you what,
All right.
100% pause. It's was a great investment. I think it really helped from the first time I did my stream till now. Like I realized pretty quickly I needed to have better lighting because lighting is pretty huge. And I'm grateful I have my little corner in a basement here that my fiance lets me pretend like I'm an actual YouTube content creator and
That's amazing
be able
though.
to put stuff out. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
dig
set
it.
up in
I
my
bought the
room,
tape.
so
Yeah, and I set up this desk here. I got this desk for like $75 off Amazon, so it was a godsend. So yeah, like $200 plus, my phones. That's what I use for cameras. I bought the one for $200, and then I already had an iPhone, which is the overhead, and then the one that's viewing me was just like $180 or something. So yeah, absolutely try to go as economically as possible, but still try to put out some kind of quality. It feels kind of quality. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
what kind of mic are
But
you using?
this is a Meteor mic. It was like $70. Recommended by my co-host. Sorry, that was probably terrible. You couldn't hear. It's a Meteor mic. It was like $75 off Amazon with like $15 for
Not
the
bad.
arm. But my other mics kind of sucked. I really didn't want to have it like in my face like this, but it sounded so much better than the other things I had. Thank you, Pablo. I do try to put out quality. That's one thing I studied before I started my YouTube channel. Was one of the interesting factoids that one of the professionals that helps people get set up said that people are much more willing to watch crappy video than to listen to crappy audio. So I tried to do well on both. So anyways, it is 6:30, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love all the support out there. I guess this will be up on my channel if you guys ever want to go back and rewatch it. And I appreciate everybody. It's time to bounce. Let all of you get back to your regular evening. And we've been out here pretty long tonight. So peace. Love you all.
Thanks, Bob, for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
No, thanks so much for joining. Take care, everybody.
All right, bud. All right. Have a good one, man.
Night.
Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for joining us.